Welcome to Master 2255 English Phrasal Verbs, complete course with 150 categories for fluency. Today, we've reached category 141, Work and Productivity, Phrasal Verbs for Professional Success. These are essential verbs for talking about tasks, deadlines, and workplace efficiency. Let's get started. First, we have carry out. This means to complete a task or execute an action. For example, we need to carry out a survey before launching the new product. It's used when talking about tasks, instructions, or duties that must be completed. Next is take on. This means to accept responsibility or a new task. For example, she decided to take on more projects this month. It's commonly used when someone agrees to handle more work or responsibilities. Then we have set up. This means to establish, arrange, or prepare something. For example, we need to set up the conference room for the presentation. It's often used for organizing spaces, equipment, or new systems. Next is follow through. This means to complete something that you started. For example, if you start a project, you need to follow through until it's finished. It's used to encourage commitment and perseverance. Now, let's look at work on. This means to spend time improving or developing something. For example, I'm working on a new strategy for our marketing campaign. It's used when you're actively putting effort into a task or project. Another key verb is put in. This means to contribute effort, time, or resources. For example, she put in extra hours to finish the project before the deadline. It emphasizes effort, hard work, and dedication. Next is pull off. This means to successfully achieve something difficult. For example, despite the challenges, we managed to pull off a successful product launch. It's used to highlight a big win or an accomplishment that wasn't easy to achieve. Then we have wrap up. This means to finish or complete something. For example, let's wrap up this meeting and review the final points. It's a common phrase used at the end of meetings, projects, or presentations. Next is step up. This means to take responsibility or show leadership. For example, when the manager left, Sarah had to step up and lead the team. It's often used when someone takes on a leadership role or takes initiative. Then we have hand in. This means to submit a task, project, or document. For example, don't forget to hand in your report by Friday. It's typically used in schools, universities, and workplaces when submitting work. Next is sort out. This means to organize or solve a problem. For example, we need to sort out this issue with the supplier before it gets worse. It's used when talking about fixing problems or clearing up confusion. Another useful verb is get through. This means to complete something difficult or challenging. For example, we managed to get through the busiest week of the year. It's used when talking about finishing a tough period or a challenging task. Next up is look into. This means to investigate or explore something. For example, we need to look into potential partners for our new project. It's used when researching, analyzing, or trying to understand a specific issue. Then we have run by. This means to share an idea or proposal with someone to get feedback. For example, before we finalize the design, let's run it by the client. It's useful when seeking approval or input from others. Finally, we have keep up with. This means to maintain the same pace or stay updated. For example, it's hard to keep up with all the latest technology trends. It's used to talk about staying current with trends, tasks, or new developments. And that's it for category 141, Work and Productivity, Phrasal Verbs for Professional Success. These phrasal verbs will make you sound more natural and confident in workplace conversations. See you in the next lesson for category 142.